Now I've got to remember all your names. So as of now, each and every one of you is called you.
Okay.
This is Tony, who makes the paper petal and stick-on poppies, and he'll show you how that's done. This machine here, boys and girls.
Right, morning. You start off with a roll of paper, put the paper on here, comes through here, which is tension bars, comes along to this part here, where we have 4 cutting blades. Blades come up, cut into the paper, makes an impression on the plate here, as you can see. Comes along here, where we have 4 pistons. Pistons come up, go into this here, gives you your crimp, and then it's blown out into a box. Once we've got 8,000, we put them onto the shop floor. I'll give you a quick demonstration of how it works. See, out the pop.
Any questions for Tony here?
What happens to the scraps bits of the paper?
2 things happen to the scraps. Schools come in and they ask for it so they can make projects with it, or we put it in a big recycling bin and it's taken away and recycled.
This is Jimmy. Jimmy's a volunteer. He comes in for 3 days a week to help us out the goodness of his heart. He's a former Royal Scot. Jimmy will show you how to make a poppy.
This is a block what we use to make the poppies, and the poppy actually fits inside there. Right, so next thing we do is take the stem, fit it in, though it's like that. And you think coming up, then you put the poppy to the middle of there. See, just like so. See? And then it's just a black thing with a small hole in it. You just put it to the middle, and that is the poppy. Then that's us ready to pack it up.
Do you feel pride when you make poppies?
Of course I do. Being in the Royal Regiment of Scotland, Royal Scots, right? This is a payback for me for all the good times I've had with the Royal Scots.
Good questions. All the boys that are in here, they're all disabled ex-servicemen, and every one of them is really proud to be working here. It's a great thing that they're doing. Okay, boys and girls, this is Graham. Graham's a former paratrooper, and what he's doing here, he's making the leaves. The machine he's using is nearly 100 years old.
Right guys, this is where we cut the silk. So what I'll do is, I use this cut and die here, and it's got the shape of the poppies in it, right? So you've got 5 cutters there. So what we'll do is, put the packer in, and then we'll close it down, fire on, give it a couple of hits, we'll pull them out, and then we've got our poppies sitting there like that. So we'll box these, and we'll get roughly between 13,500 and 14,000 per roll. And once we've done that, we'll go to another machine where they get crimped, because the Scottish poppy have got a crimped effect in it, okay?
How many would you make a day?
How many we make a day is roughly 14,000, and by the end of the week, up to 40,000 cutting a week.
Why is it called the Lady Hague Factory, and who is she?
The commander of the British and Allied forces in the First World War was a chap called the Earl of Hague, and his wife ran their estate on the borders. Well, he formed the British Legion and the poppy factory in England. And she thought, well, we'll make our own poppy factory up here, take a bit of weight off them. And she started off in a place called Whiteford House with 5 disabled soldiers working for her. And after a year, she had more than 100 men employed. This is Colin, boys and girls. Colin's we're doing what we call crimping the poppies. It's basically This is how the English poppies are made, just flat leaf like that. With ours, we'll crimp our poppies. And Colin's going to show you how it's done, okay?
What we do here is called crimping. As you've seen, the cloth is cut down at the bottom of the factory. Comes to myself in boxes like that. Yeah, with 3,000 petals there, okay? We have 3 machines that do the actual crimping. So you grab your petals, just throw it in, pull this lever. That arm will not come down until the door's fully down. Give that a few minutes, it'll come out looking like that. It is now like card. Is there any questions for me?
How many petals do you put into the machine at once?
Right, that's 10 grams. That's exactly 28 petals. So if you do it by weight, it's 10 grams. The number of petals in that is 28.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, boys and girls, this is Jerry. Jerry's a former Gordon Highlander. And what Jerry's doing here is making a long stem poppy.
This is officially known as the Flanders poppy. Now, the way they came about was in Flanders fields, where the battles were, the poppies grew there anyway. And what happened, because all the explosions spread all the poppy seeds all over the fields. And after the war, ground wasn't touched, and lo and behold, we have the Flanders poppy. And I've got the great honour of making these. This one's already made. I'll show you quickly how I do it. Right, the tops come on from a friend across there called Simon. He puts the tops on and I do the rest of the work, the hard work. Right, now all I do is get a bit of green tape, a wee bit of paste, and it's just normal wallpaper paste. Put it on there, like so, and wrap it on. Right, there we are guys, the Flanders poppy. Just like that, okay?
What are these poppies used for?
They're used to put on memorials, lay beside people's graveside, churches buy them.
Why is the poppy so important?
Because where they grew in Flanders Field was where the main battle really was, and thousands of men died.
This is what we make a special wreath with. It comes in just as a bailey wire. And it will go shaped on a board. And hopefully it will come out looking something like this. As you can see, it would come out looking like that. Then we would send it down to the wreath table. Seal it with this. Put the green stuff around it and then start threading poppies through it. Now, in our factory we make 5.3 million poppies a year. Lapel poppies. Poppy Scotland will sell them and they'll dictate what happens to the money. Now just because the war was 100 years ago doesn't mean to say we've not got people in trouble now. And always remember this is really important. When you buy a poppy, you're not supporting war. You're supporting the poor person that defended his country, because that's what these boys did. Now, we also make these wee crosses, as you can see. This is a Jewish one. This is a Sikh. And this is a Muslim one.
Who do you make wreaths for?
Wreaths for, that's a very good question. Well, we make them for a lot of army units, and we make them for anybody actually. Your school will have a wreath, and you'll have your badge in the middle. Boys Brigade, Girl Guides, Women's Guilds, British Legions, lots of people get wreaths. Boys and girls, this is Davey.
Hi, what are we doing, all right?
Davey's former catering corps. This is Donald, the former Scots Guard, and Simon's ex-infantry. These boys are our wreath makers. Davey will explain a wreath to you.
Well, this is the number 2, what we do, right? We make them up and stockpile them, go back in the store and they come out and you put centres in. So you can put anything in you want in the centre of these, like, I mean, you can have your school badge on, anything like that, like, I mean.
The reef that Simon's got there is a number 7. We make them up, stockpile them, put the centre in them. They go all over the world. If you want a photograph in them, your regimental badge, we'll do that on the computer. Whatever you want in it.
What do the reefs symbolise?
It symbolises a sign of respect. And the respect is for all service persons like RAF, Army, Navy, to show respect to them.
How much money do you raise every year?
Oh, every year, how much? It's a lot of money. What happens, the deal here is we make the poppies and the wreaths and all other things. And Poppy Scotland buy it off of us and they sell it. And the proceeds go to all different charities. Just because there isn't a war on doesn't mean to say there aren't any people out there that didn't need help. We've just known that long ago where a young 20-year-old soldier came back from the Middle East with a 3-limb amputee. So that boy needs care every day. He needs a special adapted house. He needs a special car if he's to get out. These guys Poppy Scotland take care of all that.